Fulani people ready for breakup of Nigeria more than any other ethnic group nationality. Miyetti Allah. The National Secretary of Miyetti Allah, Kautal Hore Alassane Saleh, says the Fulani ethnic group is more prepared for division of Nigeria than any other ethnic nationality amid the insecurity and tension caused by clashes between farmers and herders in some parts of Nigeria. Southern governors had recently banned open cattle grazing in the entire 17 southern states of the country, as they should. Speaking to Sahara reporters, Saleh said Fulani leaders, actually herders, are not the problem facing the country. He added that the Fulani ethnic group is ready for division of the country. He said herders are insignificant when it comes to the problem of this country. Actually, they're not. But let's continue. Are they the ones looting the treasury? What damages are they causing this country compared to the criminal activities of Yahoo boys? Are you joking? Okay, I'm not trying to justify what internet fraudsters are doing, but you're trying to tell us that they carry more damage? If anything, they have a useful skill when it comes to technology, which you can argue, yes, it's not being used for the right thing, but there's a skill attached to the crime. This is just headsmen. They're literally breaking so many laws, barging into people's land, eating their crops, destroying it, even have the audacity to even, kill, rape, and do most things to the actual owners of the land. Open cattle grazing at our big age. When look at the development that we could have. Look at where we are. We're a developing economy. Do you know how condescending that is? Nonsense. He says, so they also said kidnappers, political looters, bandits in power, vagabonds in power, like Samuel Otom. Do you think that if there's no oil money, all these things will be happening? Today we are ready. Let them divide the country. Let them not wait till tomorrow. We are better prepared than any ethnic nationality. But are you though? How? I mean, again, if honestly, it's the fault of the Nigerian government. I blame them, because if not for them, do you think that groups like this with no relevance, because what are they trying to offer society? Not anything. Can the northern people come out and say, okay, fine, Miyetti Allah, this is what they've achieved over the years with the organization? Absolutely not. It is because we'll give them attention and relevance, just small fame. Then of course it's like you just give someone one slice of approval, and then the next thing they want to do the most and milk the situation. How does that make sense? Like, how does that actually make sense? So it's like, it's our fault because we are giving them attention. We are literally giving them the leeway for them to be talking when no one asked them to, which makes them feel very important, and they feel that, okay, fine, with every given situation we should give our opinion. But I guess in this case, this is actually relevant to the future of the country. And again, it's just, I don't know if I can trust groups like this to be like the mouthpiece of the whole of the northern Nigeria. Doesn't make sense. But again, I think if genuinely the northern people are ready, I guess we are moving in the right direction, because then they will demand for it. But then again, it's like, will they really demand for it, or they're just talking out of pride and out of the fact that they're not getting a slice of the national cake? Someone says, you have no choice than to manage the Hausa territory that you have conquered, but as for my zone, it will consume all of you. Take the north as a gift from Allah, but stop your advance into the south, because we shall take even the north from you when the time comes. See, speeches like this are very much intense and all that, but then again, it's like, you can't throw ideas or allude to certain ideas of terrorism and all that and expect that people will not defend themselves. Okay, of course religion plays a role into it, where there can be some misinterpretations of trying to take over someone else's land. But however, it doesn't make sense. Someone says, you need no announcement, just break up yourselves, let others go. I mean, at the end of the day, we can actually have a referendum, but then again, it's like, in some ways, I don't think they even realize that they are pawns in the hands of the government. The government will use them for relevancy when needed, but again, when it comes to this, I don't think they're doing their job that they've been set out to do, because It is highly unlikely that the government agrees with this whole shebang. Someone says Fulani is not a tribe in Nigeria. They are migrants from Futa Jalon and Futa Tororo who conquered the Hausas. They are also nomads who enter the country through Sahel region, so they have no inheritance in a country called Nigeria. Actually, they do. Do you know the history of Nigeria? Because Nigeria was just made when, like, I don't even know. But first of all, Nigeria is not even a name. It was named to us by the British. And second of all, yes, we were all separated, and of course, Fulani is actually nomads. And of course, if you look at the geography of West Africa, they are very much spread out everywhere. So again, don't say that they're not, like, who are we to even say we are Nigerian? We are not Nigerian. That title was given to us by virtue of colonialism, and that is it. That is literally it. We're literally named Nigeria by who? Flora Shaw, isn't it? And it's not like we are now Nigerians. Excuse me, we were not Nigerians. There's African countries where they actually renamed themselves, like I think like Burkina Faso, Congo. Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think they renamed themselves after like independence. But then again, it's like, what? Excuse me? Absolutely not. So again, trying to debate who is Nigerian and who is not Nigerian, and Fulani again. Fulani at this point, they're everywhere. They are literally everywhere. So it's not even a thing of where do you come from. However, it's like, how can we then say, oh, you're not Nigerian? How are we to say we are Nigerian? Of course, by borderline and region, okay, fine, yes. However, when you're talking about the Fulani gene, the gene, it is spread across, because again, in the phenotypes you can actually identify it. But that's beyond the point. The fact just remains that if we're going to separate, we're going to separate. Again, we are just too diverse and so intertwined, where we can't necessarily have, but we can't necessarily have like a country that is purely one thing, purely that we're too integrated for us to be that close-minded or close-knitted. Doesn't make sense. So yeah. Someone also says the southern region should prepare and ready to defend their region as much as they can. They should not give in to any threat, because it's obvious that the federal government is behind all these. Now this is lesson to us that we should all work together in peace and unity to prepare for what will happen. We cannot continue like this. Absolutely, we can't continue like this. I guess it's a step in the right direction because again, it's like, how can we trust a group like Miyetti? They've been very inconsistent at times and said things that are just illogical. You know, their opinion, whatever you agree with or not, but when it comes to being logical and having a reasonable and logical chain of reasoning, it's not consistent with them. There's no offense to that. That's just what it is. Yeah, put what you think about it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.